pretty big news, isn't it?
Introducing first, to my left, the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner. He hails from Los Central, Mexico. This is and introducing his opponent to my right, fighting out of the red corner. He is the reigning and defending BDT Openweight champion. He hails from Tijuana, Mexico. And tonight, he is the Kansas City boy. This is the Generico,
So, we are told that very, very recently, moments ago almost in fact, the management committee at Dramatic Dream Team DDT in Japan actually sent their approval through for this to be a sanctioned title defence. Obviously because it was a relatively recent title victory for El Generico. This has had to be sanctioned at the last minute, and it's a big opportunity for El Ligero.
I know that Andy Corden at Revolution was trying to secure a title defence here from El Generico, and it's pretty amazing he's managed to pull it off at such short notice. Congratulations to my pal Andy.
But this is just an enormous opportunity. Here he is, main eventing, here in Sittingbourne, as you say, for the first time.
Yes.
And now he's got the chance to win one of the most prestigious titles in Japan.
Let's see what he can do. Maybe El Ligero might finally get his break and be able to go to Japan. But I think he will have the odds stacked against him. Generico clearly has the advantage, despite not being the hometown boy. Well, I guess he's the hometown boy as well, right?
Absolutely love him. Yes, the man from Tijuana, El Generico, and the man from Los Sancho, El Ligero.
Quite infectious, isn't he, El Generico? I kind of wanted to join in.
This is unusual display of good humour and bonhomie from you. You're not normally like this.
I'm not, am I? Maybe I'm just in a good mood. I'm sure it'll end before the match ends.
I'm sure I'll shake you out of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if you're El Ligero, as you say, you probably feel the odds are somewhat stacked against you. But I think that it may well be that El Generico doesn't know a huge amount about El Ligero. Certainly, this could work in El Ligero's favour, because it's likely El Ligero will know a lot more about El Generico.
Absolutely. Well, I guess only time will tell, Ollie, won't it?
Here we go. They lock up. Generico behind. Still keeping a grip on there. Ligero attempting to work his way out of it, but unable to do so. Just wringing the arm round of Generico, who briefly drops to one knee, but are now down to one knee for a more extended period, but he's up again. Slightly taller El Generico.
I think they have actually been wrestling around the same amount of time.
Actually, extraordinarily, El Ligero has been wrestling slightly longer than El Generico.
Right, okay. That was something I was unaware of.
Not by much. El Generico, the thing about El Generico and El Ligero is they're both considered such veterans, but they're young.
Yeah, El Generico, I don't think anyone knows his true age, do they?
No, absolutely not. He's a closely guarded secret, like his true identity.
Like his face, yeah. I've seen his face once, it wasn't pleasant.
For both of these men, the traditions of lucha libre, very important to them, the honour of the mask. They lock up, and El Generico just managing now to grab the arm of El Ligero. So
maybe you can confirm this for me, Ollie, that the heritage of the mask is so important to either man. I don't believe they've ever had matches where it's been on the line, have they?
I believe that El Generico has had one where it was on the line. I think against Kevin Steen, he had a mask versus hair match in 2010. I believe so.
I'm guessing Kevin walked away with no hair.
Well, indeed so, yes. But don't quote me on that one. Headlock takedown. Escape from Ligero. Cover? No. Rolled up that straight away. This is fast and furious. Ligero off the top that time. And stalemate.
I can clearly see El Generico's been in the gym since I last saw him, which is quite nice to see. The man with such amazing potential. That was something maybe he lacked earlier in his career, was a body.
And
It's nice to see he's
on the
finally got
subject
the gym.
of in the gym, you are running a training school.
I am,
down
yeah,
in
let's give that a
Portsmouth.
plug, yes. We will be having people at El Generico down to come train with our guys. And please check it out at portsmouthwrestling.com.
What's that web address one more time?
I think it's portsmouthwrestling.com.
Portsmouthwrestling.com. Chance to be trained by Andy Boy Simmons, decorated British heavyweight champion. So do go onto the website and find out more details about that. Back to this match. And you can check out our website, revolutionprowrestling.com, for articles, for interviews, for news about upcoming shows, for tickets, for merchandise, the whole lot. Come and join us at ringside for future shows.
What's going on here, Ryan?
Ligero, yeah, just trying to force the jaw back, or force the chin upwards of Generico to push him back to the ropes. Tried to trip him, didn't do so. Over the top. Oh, it's a lovely anticipation there by El Generico, who springboards off the ropes. El Ligero off the ropes that time, and finally there's a connection. My goodness me, they were so quick there.
But despite what you said about El Ligero potentially having wrestling longer, sometimes experience doesn't come at that time. Experience comes from just that experience. El Generico potentially could have wrestled maybe five times more matches than El Ligero's ever wrestled against a variety of different opponents. El Ligero's been based predominantly in England for the majority of his career. Maybe we're starting to see a different side of Ligero. Maybe I will like this guy after all.
A bit of needle creeping into things there, certainly. But you're right, though, because often we lazily equate experience with years of service. It's not about that, is it? It's more than that.
It's actually not. I know wrestlers who sit there in the change room like, I've been wrestling 15 years, boy. It's like, well, how many opponents have you faced in 15 years? Like 2 a year?
And what have you learned during that time? How much better have you got during that time?
Absolutely. Who have you been wrestling against? Who have you learned the tricks from? Like, I was in a change room just last night and the chap said, well, I've been wrestling 17 years. But you've never left your hometown. El Generico, on the other hand, has travelled the world literally 3 or 4 times over. I've gone tours of Italy with El Generico. In fact, El Generico was there.
That was beautiful from El Ligero. Absolutely beautiful. Sorry to cut you off there, but that was really spectacular from El Ligero. And again there, Lucha Libre stuff and the drop kick.
It was quite something, actually. There we go.
You're absolutely right about that. You're right about it being how much a wrestler does with the time they have, not just the amount of time that they have. El Ligero now has got the upper hand probably for the first time in this match.
But can he keep it? Look, you see, now he's trying to apologise. I don't really see the tactics here. I thought we'd start to see a dark Ligero.
Is he apologising, or is he...
I don't really know what that means in Mexican, Ollie. I don't know if it means anything different. Maybe it's an insult.
It's gone eerily quiet, and the silence broken by that backhand chop. And look at El Ligero, he's furious about that. A chop of his own. Ligero! And the shots raining in there. Ligero got the better of those backhand chop exchanges, didn't he?
He really did, easily.
Generico got the better of those exchanges. You're right about Ligero maybe having made an error there. Generico hits the mat after the shoulder block, lifts up Ligero, slams him a treat.
I think maybe El Generico's experience may work against him in the sense that El Ligero has something more to prove than El Generico. Therefore, maybe be bringing the bust out further high risk of taking those advantages and taking those risks. That's what I thought was going to happen, but potentially El Ligero may well have lost his edge when he extended his hand and instead he got a knife-edge chop to the chest.
What I wonder is how long has El Ligero known that he's getting a title shot here? Did he find that out at the moment that we all found that out?
Quite possibly. I'm sure the contracts must have been signed. You know, DDT are a huge promotion in Japan. They don't just let anybody take title shots. They must know who El Ligero is. And El Generico must have agreed to be able to defend the title here in Singapore.
And whether or not El Ligero actually put his name to paper, he won't have known for certain that it was going to be accepted and sanctioned. There's one thing to sign the contract, but they've got to be faxed off.
Sure.
You know, there's got to be so much done. So maybe for him, he's suddenly reeling with this extraordinary opportunity that's presented with him. And the question will be whether he's able to capitalise on it. Covered by Generico, holding the arm down, but Ligero escapes.
For him, isn't it?
It is, huge amounts.
This could be the biggest opportunity of his life. Literally his life.
And again, it's not, is it always about how great a wrestler you are? It's about how you handle the pressure.
The pressure's certainly on for Ligero.
Generico going for a back suplex here, I suspect. but Ligero escaped from it. I've seen him do that sort of thing on a number of occasions. Rolls out of it, rolls back into it, but Generico saw that one coming, didn't he? Oh, he didn't see that one coming.
He sure didn't, did he, Ollie? Now, Ligero's on top. Let's hope he stays that way.
Ligero hits the ropes. Fans scatter for their lives.
The clever ones do.
Yeah, Generico didn't move though, didn't spot it. And difficult from our vantage point to see what's happening here, but Generico is just clutched his nose there, clutched his face, maybe his jaw in fact, hard to see.
I can assure you it's all good. Generico's in pain.
He certainly is, isn't he? Have you ever wrestled masked?
Once, yeah. Against the Wildcat Robbie Brookside.
What does it actually do to your ability to breathe, to have peripheral vision? Can it actually be an impediment?
Oh, it is a big impediment. A lot of people dream about being wrestlers. In fact, one of our trainees today said to me today, you know, Andy, when I have my first match, I want to wear a mask. And I said, you'll regret that decision. I said, you're a big lad. Last thing you want to be doing is wearing a mask. You're a mean-looking lad. And people don't realise how difficult it is to breathe. You know, I'm sure that both of these wrestlers struggled, and finally they developed the technique.
Lovely European uppercut. And of course there are the numerous advantages to it. To something, what a beautiful drop kick. To your opponent not being able to see the look on your face, to see whether you're in pain or not. You can disguise so much more, can't you, when you're wearing a mask?
You really can, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Both these guys made careers out of it. Maybe without the mask they wouldn't have made careers. You know, that Mexican heritage flowing through both their veins.
The man from Tijuana with a shot to the breadbasket of the man from Los Sancho, who retaliates with a knee. And that does win Del Generico. Del Generico hits the corner as Ligero drops to the canvas with the force of that. As our referee Chris Roberts looks on. Cover 1, 2, no.
Cover. She needs to stay on top of him.
Just keeps a grip on the back of the neck, three-quarter face lock position into the snapmare, and now continues to work away at perhaps the bridge of the nose there, pressure being put on it. I mean, you've been in that situation. Is that where the move strikes? Is it the bridge of the nose? Is it more the jaw? Is it everything?
It's pretty much your whole face. Once your face is smothered, you feel like you're not in control of anything.
I suppose it's that inability to breathe as well that therefore is going to run the risk of a wrestler passing out. Something so small like a chin lock, a front face lock could end a match, can't it? Or a kick like that. Beautiful leg lariats.
See,
Cover, 1, 2.
see my point I was going to make, Ollie.
1, 2 again. You're not getting a chance to with these covers, are you? 1, 2 again. Go on, have a go.
Well, I think he's just proved my point. My point was going to be, he's spinning around with his mask. That may be where the mask comes in hindrance. He's spinning around with his view. And he said if he made that cover half a second earlier, maybe that 3 count would have come. That was a hell of a kick to the face.
It really was.
Yeah.
Ligero is on his feet. Generico's up to his. There goes that backhand chop, that knife edge chop, that shot again, a chop again. Beautiful jabs there and chops. You wouldn't expect that, would you, from a luchador necessarily? Step up into the enziguri. So much a step up rather than a leg grab into the enziguri. Ligero, but yeah, as you say, maybe needing to move a little faster and continuing the onslaught. Lovely clothesline from Generico. That was just using his height advantage, wasn't it?
Absolutely. That's again a huge advantage Generico has on Ligero.
Lovely backdrop. Ligero seems to hang there in mid-air for seconds.
Well, I think Generico's deceptively tall. The man's only 6'3". I don't think people realise how big of a man he really is.
Indeed. Ligero's what, about 6'1" or so?
Maybe about 5'10".
5'10", actually, yes. Over the top! Generico!
He threw it all out then, didn't he? Generico wants to keep hold of
everything
that
at El Ligero. As Generico's first to his feet, that's what holding on to this title means to him. He didn't want the count-out victory. He wanted to take that belt by a pinfall.
Absolutely, but maybe he'll get the count-out victory he doesn't really want. Look, El Ligero seems
motionless, isn't he? As the chants of ole, ole, ole ring out. Here at the Swallows Leisure Centre in Sitting Bull, Ligero rolled into the ring. Generico needs to beat the count and does so. Ligero does not know where he is. He misses with a wild swing. Spun round and round and round and lands, and the title, no!
So
I thought
close.
he defended it there.
So close.
Generico. That was a beautiful, beautiful move that so nearly put away El Ligero, and you have to hand to El Ligero. That's an impressive kick out.
I'm amazed he did it, to be honest. Generico hit that big dive, and I think something exciting's coming up now.
It's going to be the... Oh, he went for the Olay kick. And El Generico... Oh, that was tremendous. Rolls him over into a pin. 1, 2. Has he got a title? No.
Wow, wouldn't this be a hell of an upset if El Ligero was able to beat El
Really
Generico?
would. It really would. You can bet that the management in DDT are in constant communication with people here at the arena waiting to find out the outcome of this one. Ligero climbing out of the ring. He might be looking to go to the top here. But no, Generico's got a grip on him there. Generico again just grabbing hold of Ligero, stopping him getting to the top there. That it's that flag, isn't it, that's draped over the corner. That could be a problem if Ligero tries to climb up there.
Good point there, Ollie.
Yeah, the flag's actually now fallen off. It could have been something he could have slipped on, actually. On the top, Ligero connecting really impressively, tidily with the drop kick, rolls across the ring into the cover. This time, has he done it? No, he hasn't. Fractions of a second though, Andy.
This is getting too much to bear, I think. I went from not really caring who wins this match to probably not even caring that little bit less. Because I realise how much it's starting to mean to both men.
It's one. I think what you're trying to say is ultimately either man would now, based on what they've done, deserve to take that title, wouldn't they?
I think
you
that's
couldn't
probably
be
a nice
unhappy.
way. That's a nice way of putting it, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm here for. Ligero rattled by a powerful shot and another one right to the top. Oh, lovely chasse. Savat-style kick.
Strike. That's the hardest strike El Ligero's got in so far this match.
It certainly is.
Right,
He's been caught there and planted. The match is over now. Surely Generico. Oh, again Ligero kicks out.
What a manoeuvre.
Ridiculous that Ligero can keep fighting back from this. What heart by the man from Los Sancho, by the masked Mexican sensation. The generic luchador so nearly defending his title.
Does El Ligero have a nickname? Like
The masked Mexican sensation.
Oh, okay, fair enough. That sounds pretty nice.
Generico. Oh, he's grabbing hold of the horn there on the mask. That's another problem of wearing a mask, isn't it?
I think it's hugely disrespectful. I think these two men have proved to each other that they're both worthy of winning this match. And for El Generico to grab hold of his mask, potentially tearing the mask, hugely disrespectful. Maybe lost a notch in my book.
Do you know, hearing you criticise a wrestler for a little act of disrespect like that, it makes one want to weep with joy. How you've grown, how you've changed.
Throughout the evening as well, I seem to change my tune. But when you have great wrestling like that here at Revolution Pro, I can't help it.
You're right! And there's a powerful boot from El Generico. But did he actually hyperextend his leg there doing that? He's dropped down in some pain.
It's easily done. It's easily done.
We say it a lot, but it's worth restating how easy it is to suffer a match or career-ending injury. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the C4L, but he sprung beautifully into that kick there. 1, 2, at that time. Oh, it's extraordinary.
I thought we were going to see the C4L as well.
Yeah.
One of my favourite moves.
But I wonder, do you think Ligero was actually intending to go for it, realised that he was too far away and quickly changed his mind and went for that kick? Because if he did, that's breathtaking, quick thought.
It absolutely was breathtaking and quick thinking. And I guess that's what comes out of every important experience. But El Generico, maybe not as much as, I keep saying the words, El Ligero, but maybe not as many as El Generico. Oh!
Took his head off with that, mask and all.
What an onslaught.
Ligero goes up to the top. He can see that Openweight championship. He hits the splash. 2, 3. No. Again, Generico manages to kick out. This is hugely impressive. That title belt is wavering and flipping and flitting between the two men. It's right there for the taking, isn't it? And you've been in this position, Andy. You know what it's like when you can feel a title belt there for the taking.
It is a feeling like no other. But why El Ligero is not on the attack, I will never know.
But it's at moments like this where you can make one little mistake and where it's likely a wrestler will make a mistake when the adrenaline of near victory is upon them.
But is El Generico doing the same thing? What is he doing? He's just giving him a
I
huge
think he's
suplex.
going for the Olay kick. There it is. Generico. There is the brain buster. There is the cover. 2 and 3. He defends and he retains. But my word, it was difficult.
Well done, Generico. Well done, Ligero.